Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to VanillaTV, where tonight we have an awesome night of Team Fortress 2 action in store for you guys. As per usual, Crackclan is going to go up against the sort of number 4, the self-claimed number 4 of this season, where Crackclan in the third last season, BFF was the team that ended 4th. Now this season, BFF has changed their lineup. They've changed their name. They're now called Skidmark Central, but they're up against a team that is and always will be Crackclan, most likely. Blue versus red here at VanillaTV, ladies and gentlemen. My co-cast for tonight is going to be Skully. Skully, how are you doing tonight?
I'm hyper. I've had a Red Bull. Hello.
Oh
Hello,
my
world.
god.
How we doing?
No.
How we doing? Hi guys. I'm fine. I'm fine. I just need something just to wake me up. All I need was something to wake me up. And I'm looking forward to this cast because it's the first time that we've seen BFF. It's not the first. It's the first time I've seen BFF because I'm pretty sure I was busy last night watching some other tournaments.
I was watching.
And
it was pretty sick yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. It was 3-2, 2-3. I honestly, for the life of me, can't remember if there was a golden cap or not. Honestly, but
I know it was a tie.
2-3, 2-3, 3-2. So it was a tie basically. I don't know if any of the maps had golden caps, but it was a tie over 2 maps between Finland and BFF. And obviously BFF today, we're gonna call Skidmark Central. Magical Killer Cow to caster for yesterday, informing me immediately that there were no golden caps yesterday. So it was 3-2, 2-3. With a 3-2 win for Skidmark Central being on this exact same map, Gullywash. So it is a map which they've beaten Finland, who is supposedly the best of the rest on this map. Now we're going to have to wait and see how they're going to do on this map against a team a little bit better than what Finland has shown so far. Crackclan had a very clean sweep. If I remember correctly, 18 and 12 minutes, a combined total of 30 minutes against Revolution in the first week on Badlands and Gullywash. 5-0, 5-0. It was not close whatsoever. Crackclan had a good start of the season, and probably Skidmark Central is going to look to just stop that straight in their passes because they want to get some points here.
Oh, definitely. This is the first real test for Crackclan because last year they drew. In the regular season, these guys took a map of each other. It was a 3-3, so took a map of each other. And I really can see it's going to be Two-Nuts that's going to be the key factor here because he was dying a lot when they played Revolution. You know, I was quite surprised with that. But he was dying a lot from the bombs that were coming in. And I'm just wondering, really, can they hold that back and can he survive? I mean, I'm not questioning the fact he can't survive. I'm questioning, can they defend him? And pretty sure in an open map like what? It's an opener map where you've got here on Gully. I think they can, but I feel that Two-Nuts is going to be a key player for the game tonight for Crackclan. Because the rest of the team, we know what the rest of the team is capable of.
Yeah.
We know what the rest of the team are capable of. So, you know, I'm going to be, you know, and I'm going to say look for kaidus to do some crazy stuff once again to Two-Nuts. I mean, yeah. Because it's kaidus.
This is the thing, though, Skully. You touch a perfectly valid point. Crackclan has changed medics at the start of the season. Two-Nuts came in as medic. At Marble left the position as medic. And the thing is, I cannot personally say whether they're better or worse. I cannot call that. What I can say is that Two-Nuts is, like, leagues different. They changed main caller, they changed medic, everything has just changed overall. But when I just saw Crackclan playing against Epsilon on the stream, TviQ stream, but it was on the Crackclan stream, it was 5-0 in about 20 or so minutes for Crackclan against Epsilon, who played with Walters from last season. And it was like, wait, okay, apparently 5-0 in 20 minutes against Epsilon is possible on Gullywash, you know? Crackclan is going to feel good on this map, Skully. That's all I can tell you. They're going to feel good on this map. Snakewater, though, that's a second map. Obviously, the analysis of that will come a little bit later on, but Snakewater is a map Crackclan does not feel comfortable on. They're struggling with their middles. I was listening to their communication earlier today, and you heard Ips in a little bit of a shaky voice, like, guys, we need to focus on these middles. We're struggling. If the soldiers both go up top, we seem to struggle holding them off. Let's work with initiation and stuff like that. And against Epsilon, I think it was 4-2 in the end for Epsilon. It was reasonably close. They did okay, but Crackclan, they don't feel comfortable on that map. And Skidmark Central, if they're going to take points anywhere today, Skully, it's most likely going to be on that map.
No, it's definitely going to be on that map, and I mean, I know we're not on Snakewater right now, but Snakewater to me feels like it's kind of a map where if you do fail on mid, there is no way to change your plans for the next mid. Because of just the dynamic of the map. I mean, that's my opinion, that's how I've always felt. But I mean, that's just an analysis which, when we get to Snakewater, I feel that we can look into a lot more. Because, of course, we've got first Gullywash, which we know, like we said, it's going to be open now. One thing I haven't touched on is it's going to be an off-classing map. We know it's an off-classing map.
Yeah.
So we're going to look really for a TviQ versus... Who's it going to be? It's Greg, who's come back now. Is he going to pick up a sniper rifle?
I guess Greg, yeah, but from what I gather, but from what I think, just perfectly logically, you have the scout combo for Skidmark Central this game, who are going to be playing in the red, is Greg and Kyler for fun. And Kyler for fun only just now joining in. It's not Killer for fun. I can already see the Twitch chat 15 seconds into the future.
Kyler.
It's Kyler. It's Kyler for fun. Very simple. Kyler is a very deathmatch heavy scout who is not depending on his brain. Greg is a scout that is a little bit rusty. He just came back from retirement, technically, if you want to say it. And he's a scout that's very dependent on his brain. Put those two together, they're good as a duo, but they're not going to be good individually against the combined strength of the people from Crack Clan. So they're going to have to stick together. Are they going to off-class or not? I haven't seen them play Snakewater anywhere recently, so I cannot tell you for the life of me. But I think those two as a duo works very, very well. If one of them goes sniper, the other one is either going to be lacking aim or brain, right? You want those two together, combining their strengths, and make some sort of awesome duo coming out. And we're going to have to wait and see.
About Crack Clan, or were you talking about Skidmark? Because both scout pairs are basically the same. They're just like that. I mean, when you look at smzi and TviQ, I mean, this season is different. But when you lose TviQ, you can expose smzi, and if TviQ goes sniper, you can expose smzi. So it's kind of the same way where they both work off together. And then when one goes sniper, you've got to rely on the other one. Which, depending on who's gone on sniper, the other, it's going to be a win or lose situation. Yeah, so it's kind of like the same for both teams in that scenario.
You're right to an extent, but I think like at the Skidmark house, it's even more like clear, right? I think smzi has become an absolutely brilliant scout in every single part of the game, and he's going to be playing, and he's going to be looking like I would like to say carry his team. I think he's going to be like him and Ips are the steady forces of that team, right? If you think about it, Brego. Excuse me, talk please.
No, you want me to talk? Sorry. Brego.
No, I was sneezing, sorry.
You done?
Sneeze.
You done?
I suddenly, I was done. I suddenly had a little bit of a hair thing in my nose. It just came all the way out. It was terrible.
I paused where you were. Brego.
Continue. It was fine. Brego, right? Like, Brego is still, even though you can say he's become stable and he's played for a long time now in this Crack Clan lineup, he doesn't feel as steady. He still feels a little bit like people have him on his back, right? It still feels like he's not there yet, like the kaidus, like the numlocks, like Red Shock always was, Skully, if you can remember that, right?
But
like,
that's the thing.
Brego is not there yet, and I think Ips and smzi are going to be the guys. If Crack Clan, if they lose 2 rounds in a row, Ips and smzi are going to be the guys to have to step it up. That's basically my point.
Definitely, and I think, like, again, with this Crack Clan meta, I'm going to call it the Crack Clan meta. It basically is just rely on we're having a map change. It is basically rely on the scouts of Ips and smzi. I mean, yes, their soldiers are, their soldiers are nice when you think about it. 2 nuts and T-Mac, but
Ips and T-Mac, obviously.
Ips and T-Mac. Why did I say 2 nuts? Because
I don't know. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Ips and T-Mac, because those two are great. I'm going to take nothing away from those two. T-Mac was a guy that I used to watch and think, wow, you're going to be something big soon. And he is. And Ips, we know just how good Ips is. But again, it is down to those scouts. We know we keep repeating it, and I know we keep repeating it, but when you've got such a scout like TviQ, he's up there as probably one of the best scouts in Europe. Probably in the top. Yeah. I put him in the top 3, but I wouldn't have a clear number 1 because it's just the fact each scout, like in everything,
right?
Each scout had a different trait to them. Like you were saying, you've got your quad who's basically just good because he knows how to get those pickoffs. You've got, you've got TviQ, you've got who just manages to pick up the kills because he's just gun-ho suicide crazy. It's stuff like that. But I feel they're going to be the key, like you say, and I expect that on the first, at least in the first 2 mids, I reckon they're gonna get probably more than half the kills if Crack Clan win.
You know
The
the
mid.
thing is about TviQ, and I think we've had this multiple times already, Skully. We've casted Crackland so often, we've seen TviQ play so often, and this is the thing. Every time I go onto an analysis rant, you and me together, we sort of analyze. Oh, that was a mistake. That TviQ just gets a headshot and the game turns. That's just what he does. He is that guy who, with one single thing during 60 minutes of Team Fortress 2, can change a game around and win it or lose it, depending on what he does. And he is one of those people, right? He can go sniper on Snake Water, and as soon as Skidmark Central is like 2-1 up, 10 minutes left of the clock, one mismovement from Skeej, the medic from Skidmark. One mismovement, he's dead. His head is on the floor, completely punctured with a rifle bullet, and it's done. And Crackland's going to take over, and they're going to end up winning the map. Skidmark Central, I think the most important thing that we can say about them, Skully, is that they need to play unbelievably steady throughout these 60 minutes of Team Fortress 2. One slip up, and Crackland has the players to completely punish them for every single mistake. We're going to have to wait and see exactly what's going to happen in this game. I see now the players joining. I think we're missing one. We're missing Flisko still. He just joined. Flisko, the new roamer, coming in for the AKA BFF Skidmark Central lineup. And Flisko, when I talk to the players themselves, very simply, Flisko's always being mentioned as one of the best soldiers they have ever played with. And I haven't played with the guy, I don't know him very well, I have not seen him a lot, but from when I've seen him, he always seems like this unbelievably steady guy who rarely misses a beat on any single map ever. So I'm looking forward to see him roam. Again, you said 2 nuts, seemed a little bit shaky in that first game against Revolution. The roamer from Revolution, he came in so often, got a lot of picks there, and if, to be fair, if Flisko can do the exact same here, it might be an opening they're looking for.
Yeah, do you know what I'm really looking forward to in this match? And something we've not mentioned yet, team comms. Because we've got Crackland, and I really want to hear Crackland's team comms this game.
Yeah.
We'll open them up sometimes during the game. And it's just because, especially like we say, when you bring up 2 nuts again, just stuff like that could be interesting because we know it's going to be crazy. We know the comms are going to be crazy because it's Crackland. When you've got so many different countries, so many different languages, and you know, it's not going to be all different languages.
Let's see. We have 3 Germans, 2 Swedes, and a Frenchie. They're from all over the place. I was watching the Crackland stream earlier. They shout a lot. That's just what they do. That's their style of communicating. Epsilon does the same. From what I know from Broder, they're a little bit more calm. I could be completely wrong on this, but that's from what I know. And we'll have to wait and see. 12 people are in the server, and the one guy we've actually not talked about just yet is kaidus. We're going to have to wait and see how he does on this very first middle, Skully. As I can now see, tournament mode has started in secure mode. We are most likely going to start here any second, as I see this player still moving around. So we have 12 people. We're just going to have to wait a little bit. And again, about kaidus, he is this... A lot of people are calling him possibly the best demo man in Europe. Maybe second to Numlock, but those are the 2 you want to look out for. And kaidus, he's going to have to get a strong backpack and pick up the other 5, because if he carries this game, it is very, very hard to stop the guy. kaidus, if you get the kaidus machine going, you cannot put a bunch of wood in front of it and just make it stop, right? It doesn't work that way. He's going to keep on rolling through, and he's going to kill everything on his path. So crucial is that kaidus gets stopped early from Crackland. They're going to know that. They practiced against Epsilon just before this, and they shut down Numlock. Numlock was 5 to 20 on Gullywash. 5 to 20 was his kill per death. And very clearly, if they can do that to kaidus right now, I don't think Crackland's going to have any issues picking up Gullywash. They need to make it happen, though.
Exactly, because kaidus has such a clean, fast rollout. It's just absolutely wonderful to watch kaidus roll out because it's just picture perfect. And when you've got a fast rollout like that, they could expose that. You know, no doubt about it. They could expose you someone being too fast. I mean, surely that's something they know they're going to rely on, because they know that Brego isn't going to be as fast as kaidus. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a moment.
No.
But he's not going to be that fast, so it all depends really where kaidus wants to go. As per always on this map, you know, do you want to start high up? Do you want to exploit it? Do you want to exploit the height? Do you want to stay low, wait for the perfect moment just to pick them out? You know, how do you play this middle? And I think really that's what Skidmark will try to look for. They'll try to look to dominate the sky fast in the air.
We'll have to wait and see exactly what's going to happen, Skully. The game is going to go live. Good luck, have funds are being exchanged. And we have the first map of ETF2L Season 15, week number 2 going live here. So we have Crack Clan going up against Skidmark Central, previously known as BFF. This season is sponsored by Blackout Gaming. My name is Pledge, with me is Skully, and with this first middle go live, Crack Clan is going to look to secure victory.
They are looking to secure victory. It was interesting to see the Demo Man get there at the same time. Now comes the Soldier Bomb that takes down Daleth and kills. So the only thing that's happening really is Scout exchanges, and then Ibs comes up, does take down Kyler and Flisko. That's going to be helpful. That goes great. So Skeej gets out with kaidus. That's going to be helpful with them, and they've actually retreated all the way into their house. Really good aggression there at the start there for Crack Clan with the double soldier jump, and I think only one soldier went to contest. So really good start for them. Really how they want to just get off on the front foot there, with the scouts being the damage and the Ibs coming in, cleaning up, getting a couple kills, and that's really just how we had it on paper, really. The scouts just doing the work.
Yeah. Very mechanical so far by Crack Clan. Clear middle, clear second, and now we have an Uber versus Uber scenario on last. Greg already picking up the rifle here, Skully. So very clearly already Greg showing, I'm going to play sniper a lot today. This is our standard thing. This is what we do. We just put our English scout on sniper, and we're going to see how this works out. Kyler, again, fantastic scout. You want to keep that guy on scout for as long as you can. Here we go. T-Mac's going to bomb in. Going to try and get one free pick. Gets the answer. Gets the double. Well played by T-Mac straight off the bat as he gets Flisko. Both Ubers get exchanged. And we have a 6 versus 5 Skully, and Crack Clan got to look to push this one out.
They're gonna look to push this definitely. And look, you've just got people there being harassment. The scouts are being harassment, and there's nothing they can do because I think that was TviQ. That was TviQ. Just I don't know where he went. He probably went underneath into the dark area. Just caused a small distraction, took out a scout, and they put people on that, and they just couldn't react in time. Just TviQ there, just making a key play at the right moment for them.
Very clearly done so far. Soldiers and Demo Man, no frags yet on the board here for Skidmark Central. They're going to have to try and focus that one out. Second middle now going live here between Crack Clan and Skidmark Central. Moving up, we see a soldier quickly walking underneath. He's going to get shot down by Daleth. Very well played. And this is a middle. Skidmark surely should be picking up unless they really mess up. Looks like Crack Clan's going to try and go for this one, though. Skeej only 50 HP. He's going to back out. And it is a 5 versus 3 scenario. Keep Skeej alive, and it should be fine. Lose Skeej, and this might be problematic. TviQ goes down. Well played to Skidmark. So far, securing everything. It is a 3 versus 3 scenario, though. The middle's going to get picked up, or is it? See Brego already going into big door here. Flisko actually drops 2 nuts. And as you said, 2 nuts going to be a little bit clutch, but Flisko showing why he got picked up as the roaming soldier for BFF here.
Yeah, I think that was also just bad play by Crack Clan because they didn't have anybody looking after the choke area. They were just standing there, just trying to be safe. So, bit of a miscommunication, probably just a bit of poor play there. But now they've got a choice: do they try and contest this second, forcing the Uber, or do they give up second? And really, you've got to try and make some sort of force, even if you suicide somebody. You've got to make a suicide and make a safe play. And look, you can see straight away, Skeej knows that and is playing in such a safe location that he's not going to get picked off from. And now comes smzi with... Oh, wow. Brego. There goes smzi with the heavy class. So you know they want to play defense here right now. That's the perfect play for them. And even more, 40% Uber already. So they may not have gone for a defense.
Here they come from main, though, Skully. Immediately coming in. Demo Man Scout coming in. Are they going to be able to get the damage done, though? It looks like 2 nuts half health, now on 30 HP. No kills as of yet, and actually Kyler goes down first. Daleth goes down. It's a train wreck of a push. I don't know exactly what's wrong there. I think the Demo Man kaidus and the scout who went with them, which I presume was Greg or Kyler, just didn't hit the shots whatsoever. Now being forced to fall back to second as soon as smzi switches to scout. I think they're going to play for this one with Flisko doing exactly what he's supposed to do. Gets that double, making sure that the push out is not going to happen as fast as they would like to.
Yeah, and Crack Clan's got a safe choice right now because they didn't have an Uber. Now they've got an Uber. Do they push out with this Uber? And it doesn't look like they want to do that. They're happy just to send the scouts out to do scouting, you know, as you would. And they'd be happy enough just to have an Uber versus Uber fight because that worked really well for them in that last fight. So I can really see that happening. And do you think we really should just see exactly what's happening with Crack Clan right now on their comms? Because I think it could be really interesting just to see how they're setting up right now.
Yeah, go for it, go for it.
And let's just see what they're doing right now.
One scout is close main.
Nice.
No.
Our scouts need to head
Not
up,
close,
so...
not close.
What scouts, Reaver?
Need ammo.
Demo's
Are
in
we
main.
pushing?
No. Let's push a bit into it. They're all in lobby. Wait, I want to force the Uber fight here. 1 second. T-Mac! Relax.
Got a 50
breathing
tweak, not a
really
30.
loud.
Go back.
T-Mac, stay back.
Medic
I'm gonna
stay.
force medic. I'm gonna force the fight here. Wait,
Follow
wait
you
for the
there.
call. Go, go.
I'm
You're going
getting
to
out.
Scout water.
River.
Scout water.
River.
I'm a water.
Heals are
I'm
here,
in
we're doing
sneaky
first
now.
step, really.
What's
I'm
focus?
Medic weak. Medic down.
Solis destroyed
Don't
top
is
left.
80.
Scout under, going in. None.
Solis is full HP.
Oh, lucky.
That was really unlucky for them because they had the right idea. You could hear T-Mac wanting to go in for the fight, and Crack Clan just weren't ready. And really, he was doing the right thing. Really, that's what you want to do when you've got that advantage and you had the manpower. And they just got caught off on the wrong foot. And by the time they went in for the advantage, there was skid marks already going up.
Yeah, it was very rough for them. They got a couple of seconds on that force, a little bit too low as well. Now, third middle, though. Scoreline so far, 1-all. Crackland not getting a clean sweep on the board just yet. Greg gets the first pick on the T-Mac. Flisko goes down. Gets the perfect rocket onto T-Mac, though, or onto 2nuts. He is quite tagged. And you can see the Crackland medic being a little bit passive, being very, very passive. And now, Skidmark Central got to close in onto this one. Look at that. Hamburger strategy from all over the place. Scout behind, Scout in front, Devilman in front. And so far, Crackland can't figure it out. Are we going to push? Are we going to drop back? Can we go inside Hauser? 26 HP onto 2nuts, as he barely is going to be able to get out of that one. They might want to block this, Skully. I'm a little bit undecided. I think they're going to try. I don't like it, though. I don't like it. Yeah, they're going back. They're going back. Never mind.
Safe pick because they don't have Brego. And really, that comes down to what I was saying at the start of the game. With the aggression Kaidus shows, then BFF, Skidmarks, they will look to play a high ground mid-fight. And that's exactly what they did. And there was nothing. When the roaming soldiers both got destroyed, there was nothing Crackline could do. And you can see Brego just got caught out. And Crackline just were out the creek without a paddle, really, because they had no idea what they were doing.
Yeah, we can very much so see Skidmark Central. Like, obviously, we were hyping them up a little bit, Skully, before the game, right? Crackland is the favourite in this game. You can say, without a doubt, they're the favourites. But so far, Skidmark Central showing they're not just coming here to be a little bit of a, I don't know, just make up some sort of reference, like a horse going to the slaughterhouse or something. I don't know, figure something out like that. But... yeah. They're showing they're not going to be like that. They want to fight for this, and they want to get points here. They feel this is a game in which they can get points. They're not going to wait for a Greg pick, it looks like it. It looks like they want to force something. And usually with a sniper, you wait for it. It doesn't look like they're going to wait for this one, though. And Ips, once again, walking in onto this one, they're going to try and exchange.
Pause. And
yes.
That's a pause.
I wasn't sure if I crashed. That's why I spoke really fast.
It's fine. And just look again. This is what Ips wants to do. They want... I don't know, Warden, I don't know if you can show it right now. I don't know if you can show the position of Skidmark. This is what Crackland wanted to do last time. If you go free cam,
you can, yeah.
Yeah, this is what they wanted to do. There's Skeej, there's Kaidus, and there's Daleth. And that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to just run in and force the Uber, negate the Uber, and get themselves in a better position. I mean, people may say that's probably not the strat they wanted to do, probably wasn't what they wanted. This is what they want. The aim of the game is to negate the Uber, to have no Uber with no Uber. Cancel the Uber, even if that means you lose both Ubers and you got to go crit screen. Fine. This is what they want to do, and I love this play, but I'm looking at it right now. It's just Ips and 2nuts against Daleth, Skeej, and Kaidus. And if you look down, Greg's there, crouching with the sniper rifle. Kyler's there waiting. The only person you can't find is the last soldier. The last soldier is right on top. Flisko is right on top.
This is the thing, though, Skully, if you analyse this. Last time, with the team comms, we heard Ips wants to go in and force this. So 2nuts and Ips, with the two of them moving towards that top left area. You can see them right now. Ips very clearly, as soon as the unpause come in, Ips is going to shoot a rocket immediately at that combo, and that fight is going to break loose. Both teams are going to Uber. No problem. The one thing that they messed up, though, is that Ips went all the way in, and everyone from Skidmark Central actually turned around, went Riverside. Now, though, this time, if you look on last, if you look at the very last point of Crackland, they have 3 people looking at that Riverside. That cannot be done anymore. So the Ubers get exchanged, like predicted. The fight get exchanged, like predicted. But the Riverside rush that happened last time, negated. And this is what Crackland wanted.
It's going to be safe. Flips overextended. He was trying to get a medic pick right there. They do take Daleth down, though, so that's a soldier for a soldier. There goes Kyler. Look at the soldier bomb trying to take out 2nuts. Flisko does take 2nuts with a nice dive. No one caught him out. 4 HP. It's going to get taken down, but now that means Skeej is still alive. And I believe so because my heart is frozen.
Yeah, he's all the way gone.
He's still alive. He's still alive, and Crackland can't push out. But that was what they wanted to do, and then it's decided to be just a little bit too aggressive.
Right, they have 40% Uber advantage to work with, Skully. I just flicked through the medics, and I see a 40% Uber advantage here. Skeej is going to know that. Skeej is one of the when it comes to calling Uber advantages, Skeej is unbelievably clever. You spotted a spy. Let me have a look.
TviQ spy, and he is actually in the house. He's actually back home. Okay, I call it home. He's actually back at last.
He's backing out, yeah.
So maybe he's decided against it. I think because he just noticed where
Here
they
it
are.
comes.
Scout rush straight in. This is what they want to do. Focus the debt heavy straight away. They get 2 nuts. They do take smzi down. Now comes the rest of the team. I like that. Really a delayed push. Really like that for the team. And now they'll be able to do a bit more sandwiching. Really isolate people. And there's only 2 people left. And it's Brego and TviQ. And they are going to pick this up. And that was a really smart play. Really, when you think about it, they sent what, half the team in. And then the other half came in after the medic was dead.
If you think about it, Skully, very simple. What they did is that as soon as that Uber fight got exchanged by Crackland, they pushed in, they exchanged the Uber fight. Straight afterwards, there was a 3-man suicide coming out from Skidmark Central, while Crackland was still out of position. 2 nuts went down, skeej dropped all the way out, Uber advanced to work with. Very clear play. Well played by Skidmark so far. 2-1 up, fourth middle going live.
Here comes the soldier bomb again, and flisko and Daleth getting people. They finally take flisko down, but they've lost a soldier and a scout. Are they going to take down skeej? No. And really, Crackland look messy right now. That's what I'm seeing. Crackland are very messy, and they had all the plays going to be wiped. Crackland had all the positions right. They decided to go high this time. Brilliant play, and then they split out like flies. It just looked really messy from a free cam.
I'm very pleasantly surprised with Skidmark Central so far. Their play is very much so spot on. Barely any mistakes. That's what I said before the game, right, Skully? If they make a single mistake in 60 minutes, everything can change. TviQ picking up the pyro. smzi picking up the heavy weapons guy. And again, if TviQ goes sniper, it's 1 pick of the skeej that can do it. They're going to Uber in for the main, though. No Uber here so far. We've seen Crackland holding this one off already, and they're going to do it once again, Skully. I don't think they're going to be able to break through on this one. Daleth and Kyler both go down. Skeej and the rest of the team are dropping out. And it's the 2nd time in this game already that Skidmark Central push in with a full Uber advantage. Can't even get a kill out of Crackland.
Yeah, you know what that was, don't you? That wasn't the pyro. That's a nice little thing just to look at. That wasn't the pyro pushing the medic back through the door. That was the pyro allowing the scout medic to go through by themselves to take on an unubered heavy medic, while TviQ is actually pushing kaidus away. Get rid of the area damage and just have, okay, scout, you want to take us on? Try and make our medic die. It's not going to work. And now Ubers are almost equal. There's a small 10% advantage for Crackland. They've taken 2nd. Soldier bomb him from, I mean, that's
down
it.
to Greg.
That's
Down to Greg. Oh, he can barely not make the shot. Greg's going to look again. Sees the medic. Doesn't see the medic. Going to try and hit the soldier. Not going to be able to make the shot. Both teams have Uber, though. Flisko has gone down, and Greg playing sniper here is not going to play dividend for Skidmark Central. I think they're going to have to fall back out of this one. They want to fight for it. Yeah, they want to keep on going. But there's already a soldier behind us. TviQ shoots down Greg. Now immediately gets the more damage done. But kaidus has already gone down up the front, down to Ips. And that's the soldier of Crackland doing massive work. Now on to skeej. Are the people going to be able to get the shot on the skeej? Yes, they do, even though he serves all the way up top. And Crackland, from their last to the enemy last in a matter of 60 seconds, Skully. That's how fast it goes with Crackland.
And that's how fast the momentum can change on this map. Loved that brilliantly, just the aggression when they had the chance. Now let's see what the pyro can do for Skidmarks, and it's actually working a little bit. They have put out the scout. Now goes Greg, and there is a scout just there, just poking. What happens when a scout pokes? Everybody comes to the point, and Brego's having a day. That's fantastic.
Very well played.
2-2.
Brego top fragging and top damaging on that round, though, getting well, a little bit over 160 damage per minute. A very passive round here onto this one. I think the stats might have been broken, actually. I'm not 100% sure how that works with a pause. But Brego was top fragger there with 7 frags that round. So very well played to him. Crackland now on a 2-all scoreline. This middle is going to be crucial for them. And we see TviQ being unbelievably passive and now coming in, gets one, and this is a Crackland middle to win, Skully.
Brilliant Crackland milk to win. They're taking down Daleth and they're taking down Grey. kaidus is the key one they want. There goes flisko. And Skeej once again safely backs out. And I think he's backed out again all the way to last. But he can still build that Uber because of the Boston Bachelor / Reskin, and Brego just wants it because he knows that's going to be vital for them.
TviQ's going Riverside, by the way, Skully. Oh, he's thinking about it. Like, you can see him, he was looking a little bit at that choke there. He's like, okay, I'll wait for the Uber, no worries. And again, the Ubers get exchanged a little bit beforehand already. At Crackland now, it's their turn to be completely locked in as the Pyro now comes out.
Oh no.
2nuts is gonna, 2nuts, no way that he's going to be able to get out of that alive. But has Skidmark Central overextended onto this one? It's down to Daleth. He is fighting against Brego. Brego hits all the pipes in the world though, and Crackland outmaneuvering their enemies, and that's a 3-2 scoreline now in favour of Crackland.
That was really impressive, just the fact that they realised where it was. So now they're 3-2 up. This is going to be a key middle. And let's go back to the comp and just see how Crackland are going to do this. So let's just see what they're going to do on this mid.
Just leave it. You don't need to do that.
slower.
Demo's on floor.
I'm tagged a bit, I'm going to right now.
Staying floor.
I'm top right.
Demo's
There is
alone
really
on
quick,
the
team.
level.
already.
Soldier jumped up.
Soldier weak as well.
Get him.
I dropped off.
Nice.
If-
Behind them.
Demo's still in belly. He's alone.
Scout's standing now,
Solly on
banana
this side.
on your left.
And Scout and now Banana.
Big,
I'll play for
getting
Solly.
it.
Solid's right.
Nice.
Come
Demo's spamming me, I'm down.
Oh
Scout
shit.
lower right. Scout lower
Cool,
lower
man.
right. Behind you.
Nice.
Taking scout.
I
Now demo.
used-
Now
Get
demo.
him in, get him in, come in.
They don't have it.
Oh.
They don't have it.
Demo
Nice.
went drop down, I think.
Yeah, could be true.
Our
Yeah,
side,
it's
our
our
show.
side. It's cool, it's cool.
That was messy. That was really messy, but they managed to somehow pull out the result there. I was quite surprised.
You know what the funny bit was? Is that both teams had the same idea. Stand on the floor, let the other team make the move. So what happened was that there was about 10 people waiting on the floor and 2 scouts on point fighting during the first sort of 20 seconds of that middle. It's quite hilarious. But in the end, you know what won in that middle?
That
Ips jumping over a pipe from kaidus. That's what won him, because if Ips had gone down there's no way they could have made that Uber work. And they ended up doing it. Crackland's going to pick up the point. And again, the insight into these comms, fantastic so far. Is the pick gonna come out? Barely not actually. As 2nuts with just literally a minch of HP, barely getting out of that one alive.
I saw 1 HP flashing somewhere, so I don't know if
Think
that was
so,
him.
yeah.
I did see a 1 HP. But with the aggression that Skidmark is showing, can they look to push on right now? I don't think they can, and if anything, this aggression is stopping them using this Uber advantage. And they're gonna have to dot push. To do anything, they're gonna have to dot push. Here we go, 94-95. They know they want to dot push. They've got to do this now. And I don't think Big Door's the best way, and they've lost TviQ. Can they really do this? And they're just going to pull away.
Are they backing?
They back. No, they're
Backing
indecisive.
would be the clever move, right? Like 100%. Backing would be the clever move. It looks like they're gonna, they're gonna go for a force, and I like that decision. Skeej, look at that guy, balls of steel, 50 HP, even below that. Not gonna Uber there, just surf away and just be like, nah, I'll heal this up. Gets the health back, and again, we're in this very stalemated situation. You don't see this in practice games. You only see this in officials. Where Crackline now 3-2 up after a very crazy middle. Now we can see them trying to make a second move around Big Door. Skidmark Central's going to expect them there, though. So far, it looks like the scouts are... Oh, Kyler, 5 HP, almost giving away that pick. Gets the health back, but still, again, Greg now getting a little bit tagged. And here comes the fight, Skully.
Here comes the fight straight away, and Flisko went down straight away, so they're giving a man advantage for Crackland. And really, you just see Skeej standing there, not doing much. What can the soldier do? He has to run away. Ips goes down, but Brego does take kaidus. That's going to be key. There goes Kylan. Now, Brego is already down. What can they just do? It's going to be TviQ and smzi with 2nuts. 2nuts is trying to get an Ubersaw. Not working. He flicks it to the medic gun. Not working. TviQ, this comes from behind. It's a distraction. It's a distraction from the soldier's medic combo. And finally they get taken down, but it was a distraction. That has to be called a distraction. I don't care what you say. Brilliant play, TviQ.
TviQ comes out of nowhere and gets 3. Flisko comes out of nowhere, gets 2, barely gets shots down. And Skidmark Central still fighting for it. It's TviQ, the indestructible French soldier here, still surviving. He's 4 HP, dancing across stickies from kaidus at the moment. And the Frenchman survives out of this one. TviQ definitely being the MVP out of this one. Getting out of there, getting the frags. But again, if you completely don't think about that fight, and you look at the board, you see that Skeej has a clear Uber advantage out of this one. And I'm going to be curious to see what Skidmark's going to be able to do with this one.
The question is, being that they put the heavy up, that shows they want to play defensive. And being that TviQ picked up the sniper rifle, it shows they want to be aggressive. So, do they look to use that Uber with the heavy? Do they look to just go with what they did last round, but actually perform it better? Because it was very sloppy. Look, there's TviQ straight away, just on Riverside. Looking around, can't see anything, and they've seen the blue dot, so they know there's a sniper on the board, and they put into a safe place where they can't really be spotted, and so that's going to fail for them. The sniper play is going to fail for them. Maybe TviQ will go back in. No, he's just going to try again from another location. That's going to be key for them. And is that a no? I didn't. I thought I saw a sniper coming out. Full skid marked is not. It's a stalemate right now.
Oh, wait, did I not see a sniper? Oh no, it was TviQ. Sorry, it was TviQ in a red area. That explains what it was. In like the bottom area, there's a little bit of shade, so it looks red to me. You can see TviQ being very greedy on this one. He's going to try Scout down maneuver now, coming in from the right-hand side. Scout forces the Uber, going to try and walk out. Well played by 2nuts, getting the little bit of the flick there. TviQ goes down, though. Sam goes down, and 2nuts and the rest of his team are going to have to drop out. Is this a second pause?
It's a second pause.
Wow. All right. So we're going to have a second pause, which gives us the chance to analyze it, Skully, very simply, which is that Crack Clan right now in a little bit of a shaky position. You know what happened last round? 2 rounds ago, sorry, where Crack Clan was on their last, suddenly getting pushed pushing all the way up, and managing to do it?
Yeah.
Right now, Skidmark Central has the idea to do the exact same, the opposite way around.
I think they can. I mean, right now, though, you've got to look, there's going to be equal Ubers. Now, I can't really see Skidmark looking to push out on this, because I don't feel their non-Uber push as 6, is strong. So I can't see them doing that. It all depends, because Greg's running back to spawn. Now, is he going to get his health up, or is he going to go scout? Because that's going to be key. If he goes scout, it's going to say right now they just want to go out on this with no Uber and fight it. And why not? Because smzi's down and TviQ's down, and they've just gone down in the pause. Which probably says that one of those guys probably disconnected, I don't know. So that could be handy for them, but I just can't see them pushing out on this, you know, because especially being 3-2 down, I mean, the clock's still running for me on this, but I think we've been paused for 30 seconds, so here we go. They've unpaused again. It's going to be 11 minutes, apparently. It's 11 minutes less, so 3-2 down, I can't see them pushing out on this because it's too early. It's too early in the game, if that makes sense, with 11 minutes left. Too early in the game to look at making a push.
They're going to pressure. This the thing about the evaluation within the Premiership of ETF2L, ladies and gentlemen, is that all the teams right now pressure. Even in a 6 versus 6 scenario, you still pressure. Epsilon showed us how good this works, right? If you keep on pressuring, I can tell you right now, Skidmark, they're going to pressure. Greg switching to Scout immediately. He's not playing heavy anymore, even though what it says. Kaidus going up top. Soldiers a little bit pressuring. Flisko still on last. Everyone is sort of looking, because if Crack Clan gives away one more pick, that's done. Right there, it's done. And right now, I think Skidmark Central might be a little bit too aggressive onto this one. Brego already got 2 picks out of this one. And now with the medic going down, TviQ picking him up, their coordination from Skidmark there was far from flawless.
The moment they lost Daleth, they should have pulled right back out. I'll say that right now. Because that was just a really suicidal play. They may still hold this. No, smzi does come to help Brego straight away. But to me, they lost Daleth straight away from a sticky bomb. And that would have been, for me, the moment just to back out. Because that was just really messy.
It's what you usually do, right? Like, you pressure, if you lose one, you drop, if you kill one, you push. Like, that's kind of the way it goes. We're gonna have to wait and see, though. 7th middle so far. We still have a lot of time left on the clock, but Skidmark Central has to make things happen. Crack Clan taking a firm lead now with 4-2 on the board.
And look at that soldier bomb straight away to try and find the medic, but the medic's not there. The flisko goes down straight away, and hang on, where is the medic? Are you 2nuts dropped. 2nuts dropped, and they've won the mid.
No, 2nuts is no, okay, he's still alive. The messed up HUD thing, 2nuts, like, went all the way out. He was like, screw it, I'm done here, I'm not doing this. He is still alive, though, like, he didn't drop an Uber or anything like that. He just went all the way back. He was like, screw it, there's a roaming soldier, I'm backing out of this one.
Kaidus dropped. That would explain such an easy fight for them. With no demo man, you can't do anything on that.
Yeah.
So,
but it's fine. So, right now, 4-2, Skully. Full advantage for Crack Clan. Not an Uber advantage, I don't mean that. I mean, like, a positional advantage based on the fact that they got the 4th point right now. Skidmark Central now, with 10 minutes or so, it's gonna become a little bit shaky for them. Like, you can see Flisko already in main, sort of looking for a pick. Any pick is gonna trigger a fight. Now, Flisko's behind the medic. Can he do it? Missed the first rocket. Hits the second, though, and immediately gets the force out of that one. And it's a 6 versus 5. Let's see if Skidmark is gonna be able to work with this. Crack Clan's not pushing in. Nothing's going to happen so far, but the Uber for skeej is ready.
That's the key.
The Reds are going to push out on this one, 100%.
That's the key. I want to listen to Crack Clan right now, because they're on the back foot right now. Let's see what they're going to do on the back foot.
Maybe
150. They're pushing. Try to get on last, guys, now. They're pushing lobby. We have to
Dick
go.
is lower.
No,
That was
can't.
fucked lower,
They're
lower.
pushing top.
There you bet top.
Do you want to go last? Demon's
go.
watching you. Demon's
I can
watching
let's
you.
come
go.
back second.
I'm not going.
Oh, we're going out, man.
Do you want to block?
Skully down.
Well, we can. If you can, I could do it.
Yeah, go, go, go.
Lower is not covered right now.
Scout,
Don't
we
go,
cannot
don't
choke.
I'm
choke.
watching lower.
Scout, we knock choke. Shot.
No, Scout is on
back,
spawn,
go, go,
careful.
We have 80.
I mean, it's a good time just to mute that right now because that was
Yeah.
really interesting there. There was a bit of a mix-up there, and in fact, both players are right because there was half the team top with the Uber, and the other half at the bottom there, which is harassing. And I don't like the call of "Do you want us to go for the point?" I do it myself as a scout. You can't really do that right now. And now they've got the Uber straight away, double scout rush. What's going to happen? Focus the soldier straight, heavy straight away. There's a back cap going on though. They've got to get on this point fast. I don't think they're going to do it. They are going to get the numbers on. Just get it. That was clutch. Yeah, that was a bad rush there.
Well played by Crackle, actually, rushing that. As soon as they saw the backup, they rushed in. And one thing I want to notice about those comms, very simply, Ips, it felt like he was toying with Skidmark, as in, you want to put, you want to, like, if you don't have to, they were kind of joking around about it a little bit. So far, 5-2 up. Crackline is in the driving seat onto this one, and Skidmark needs to get a clean swipe and a clean round onto this one if they want to have any choice. They're looking good so far, though, Skully.
They are looking very good right now, and I think actually Crackclan are going to play it safe, especially being 5-2 up. They're just going to say to Skidmarks, take the mid. Well done, take the mid. And I've just seen, because there's some really fast healing from 2 nuts. No, he is still using the medicum because he was quite far ahead. So they are going to do that, and straight away the aggression's going to come out by Skidmarks. Look at the bomb straight on to 2 nuts. Does not work though. In fact, I don't know where that soldier's gone. Now the demo, kaidus. We talked about kaidus. Doesn't get what he wants though, but TviQ goes down. Who's going to pop Uber first? It is going to be 2 nuts. Uber gets exchanged. No picks yet at the moment, and really, oh no, this looks bad for Skidmark. They in the bad position. Now they're in a good. Now they're good. Still nothing at the moment. Flisko gets taken down straight away. Then it goes, it's for the trade. Are they going for the medical? What are they going for right now? They're going to try and get the medic. Stays alive. Team Actors could not find Skeej. He's going to survive on 30. And Crackclan still want this. And they do with a lovely direct pipe. And they are still going to fight this. Who's that last soldier? He wants Daleth! Daleth cannot take team at 2 nuts, but Kyler does finally get him. Crackclan, this fight is still going on. Short, no, this fight's got to stop now. Yes, it has, finally. Really great play there.
Oh my god, that was fantastic, Samsi. Good effort. Samsi and kaidus are trying to fight each other. Samsi actually tried to jump around that one. Ended up getting fragged by the floor. That was very well played by Samsi there as he jumped around. Ended up dying to fall damage. And it gives Skidmark Central a little bit of a thing to work with. Brego in that fight was 20 HP, Skully, for most of that fight. The healing from 2 nuts was dedicated to him. And now it looked like they had an advantage right there. You saw that Skidmark Central, they walked for it, they thought they had it. But Crackland turning it around, pulling their enemies into a massive trap, Skully. No way, no way, no way. And that might actually be the nail in the coffin.
Crackclan, this is something we don't talk about a lot. When I was talking about how Skidmarks, I don't feel them strong enough to push without Uber. Crackclan's the exact opposite. They'll push without Uber whenever the hell they want. Because even with the advantage, they were still confident enough to say, you know what, I reckon we can do something. And yeah, this is what it is. Look at Greg in that in the respawn, just because he got it. So maybe he's going to try and get a snipe. I don't think he's going to succeed because there's tons of people around there still going to commit to this. I think this is bad. He's got to spawn now. He does respawn when they lose that point. Crackclan with a fully charged medigun. And yeah, I think this is just going to be the nail in the coffin. Just one good push.
Yeah, 6-2 would be pretty much it, but we're going to have to wait and see. T-Mac goes down, actually. Greg now goes down. It's a 1-for-1 exchange so far, definitely in the hands of Skidmark Central, but Brego gets one now as well. Brego's all the way in, not getting focused down by Skidmark whatsoever, and the German legend hits 2 pipes in a row. Flisko bites the dust, now goes towards the point, and Brego, he didn't get focused there whatsoever, and now Crackland slowly but surely gonna get rid of the Portuguese heavy, gonna pick it up. 6-2 already now on the board, and you got to keep in mind, Skidmark Central, they were 2-1 up, Skully. Yeah. They were looking good. And then something just snapped. It might have been that pause. It might have been that pause, because after 2 straight, when it became 2-1, there was a pause. Maybe Crackline figured it out or something.
Maybe. I think it was that momentum shift right there. That momentum shift from the last to their last. You know, that could have been it. I mean, we can analyse that. We want 4 minutes left, 6-2. Possibly still doable. And look how aggressive they want to be. but the aggression is just not working for them. Do take down 2 nuts finally, but for what cost? That's the question right now, because they are going to get wiped. Surely not Daleth. Yeah, there goes Daleth.
Can I pull your attention towards the scoreboard, Skully, and look at Brego?
Wow. Brego, Brego stepped up tonight.
He's like, I think the last 10 minutes, I don't think he died. He's got 5 dominations on the board, guys, for if you haven't seen it for any certain purposes, I don't know. But very simple. Brego, I think the last 10 minutes maybe died once, that's it. He looks absolutely splendid the last couple of minutes. And seriously,
It goes around, takes out kaidus with 4 healthy foot. You know what? Stuff it. I'm gonna taunt. I don't care if I die. I'm gonna taunt. It's going balls deep again. There's a scout soldier. There's a scout backcap. He's not gonna do anything. Ips, I love you. And I mean, just brilliant. The last 2 rounds have been great for him. And it's 7-2. Yeah, the last 2 rounds are great because in that round when they took the 6th, I mean, the key kills that Ips had there really set them up for that game. It's going to be 6-2, and I know Brego played well. Ips still played well, but my man of match is going to go to Brego there.
How can you not, really?
Yeah, exactly. How can you not?
Like,
I mean, that was impressive.
Yeah. It's just, I really don't understand how Brego, like, especially at the last bit, right? Like, that last push for 6-2 at least, not for 7-2, but for 6-2. Brego just stood there in the middle of the fight, and he was like, I'll have some tea, please, while I shoot these stickies and take it easy, right? Like, and
it's a lovely night, isn't it,
he
gentlemen?
had some crumpets, some tea, and everything like that, and he was a fantastic English sir for a little bit, with a top hat on and a police jacket with a red telephone thing, as he's going to be able to stand throughout that entire fight, pick himself up 5 dominations, and the win for his team, as Crackdown is going to win the first map, 7-2, ladies and gentlemen, here against Skidmark Central, the first of high-level games in Prem this season. Skidmark Central supposedly going to be number 4. Obviously, we're not sure about that, but that's what people think. Crackclan is going to be the top 3 somewhere. This is going to be a close game, but Crackclan's showing, after 15 minutes, we're better than these guys. We're showing it, and let's just move on to the second map. Snakewater is a map where Crackclan does not feel comfortable. Let's see if Skidmark Central is going to be able to pull an upset right there as we're moving into the second map here at VanillaTV, guys. We'll be right back shortly after this.